Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Yeah, gotta do it right. Yeah. Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Time to throw in the towel. I've been holding on this for a while. Moving on my own skin. Crocodile, yeah, I'm washed in the blood. Made new, can't tell who I was. No, he saved me by grace. He did it just because. Yeah, my flesh was on E. Had to fill it with the spirit. God, I'm complete. Secretly in prayer, gotta keep it real discreet. All the verses they don't write on God breathe. Yeah. Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right.
It's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
Yes,
It's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday because y'all already know
everyone.
how we do.
Yes.
Hey, we ain't come to play with y'all. We came to talk about some real stuff as always.
For sure.
Me and Joy been living real our best cute couple life around here.
Yes.
Ain't that right, Joy Babe?
Yes, we have.
Hey, I feel like you are more lovely now than you've ever been. I just want to say that.
Thank you, sir.
And it's
You're
the
not too bad
nails. The nails
yourself.
are doing it for me.
Got party nails.
Yeah, party nails. This is celebration nails.
Celebration.
All right, good people. Hey, today we're going to talk about a topic that most people don't really spend nearly enough time hitting on.
Yeah.
But this topic is literally a critical topic. Like specifically when you think about dealing with real estate.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to people in real estate, they always always start talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's that same topic of all the technical stuff. What's the numbers? What's the math?
Yeah.
Is the math and the numbers gotta work, bro? The math gotta math, bro. The math gotta math.
Well.
You know. And yeah, we all about that math. You know, that's all we do is sit up here talking about how to buy right, how to fix up right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all really anchored in the fact that real estate, it's a business. But as a business itself, it's really a major people business.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you are every angle of real estate, you're dealing with people.
Mm-hmm.
You're dealing with people all the way from the time that you're learning about it, because you're learning from other people.
Mm-hmm.
You're also going to be working with a whole slew of people, connected to all kind of people in different industries, different things, different people working on it. So I'm talking about people. This is the ultimate, in my opinion, is one of the ultimate people businesses.
I think so. And some of the things that we're going to talk about are so important because they help your business thrive.
Yeah, and that's the big piece. It's like how can you have the skills to be able to connect with all kind of different people? Because and then two is like if you're really gonna hustle up a property, well, it doesn't take a whole bunch of skills, I guess you could say soft skills. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Soft skills is like not just the technical ability to be able to analyze a deal or to know how to fix some stuff up, but how do you deal with people? Like how do you get a group of people together and be able to take the thing that's in your head and the thing you desire to do and then to be able to take it to the next level? It takes a ton of soft skills. It takes a ton of leadership skills. It takes a ton of things that you're able to accomplish through other people, working with people, getting the most out of people, them being able to understand you being able to understand them. Have you ever been a person like us? You've been unclear or left somebody feeling unclear and then they didn't get all the way right, and you feel like there's something that you could have done differently, or there's a level that you achieved and you could have achieved a higher level if you had the right people, or if your people would get right, or if all these different things. And so we're going to be talking about soft skills today, and it's a very important topic. So I want y'all to tap into this topic. Soft skills of real estate is what we're going to be talking about. And so when we're talking about soft skills, we always going to be talking about this in the context of becoming financially independent.
Yes.
Now, whether you want to keep your job, I love you know,
Right.
working people and people who want to keep jobs.
That's right.
You know,
That's
we
good.
need people who love to work a great job. But
Exactly.
love to work your job because you love to work it, because you want to work it, not
Right.
because you have to work it. It's a
Mhm.
different feeling. And so this real estate, everything we're talking about, is designed so that you can want to do it and not have to do it.
That's right.
And so, as always, we're talking about our freedom formula
Yes, because we're turning time into money
and turning your money into assets.
and turning your assets into freedom.
The freedom to do the thing that you've been called and purposed to do.
That's
And
right.
so, it's a disclaimer, as this is for your educational, informational purposes only. Guess what? Me and Joy, this stuff worked for us. It worked for some successful people that we know.
Sure did.
So we're going to share some game with you. But do your own research. Past performance does not definitely describe future outcomes. But daggone it, it's a pretty key indicator for success.
Sure is.
So anyway, we're going to talk about the number one thing when it comes to soft skills. Skills that you're going to need to master to be excellent in your real estate business is vision.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. If you are now, and this is one of the biggest challenges we see with people who are new to real estate, is they're usually new to business.
Yes.
It's like you are not hustling a couple properties. If you're watching Coach John and Joy,
Yes.
you don't need to be with Coach John and Joy to hustle up a couple properties.
Nah.
Guess what? You can hustle up a couple properties. But if we talking about how do you build a sustainable business, like something that's going to help a lot of people, add value to people, but something that's going to give you a return, that's going to be in your generation, your family's generation.
Right.
You want to be able to build something sustainable. That's why we talk about business.
That's right.
But to have a great business, you got to have vision for it.
You do.
And because that vision is the number one thing about how you deal with people, is all about how they fit into the context of something bigger in some place that you're going.
Right.
Everybody wants to feel a part of something.
Absolutely. And when you have something that's so powerful and passionate for your business, that captures people, that brings them in, that makes them, they can see it. If you can make that vision so vivid that when you're telling people you can see it, oh man, they in it.
It's a visual word picture.
Yeah.
It was a visual word picture. Okay, it's like, I can remember we were doing a project. It was actually on 44th Street. And you could see vacant house here, abandoned house here. I mean, it was like a little block that had so much potential. But we saw something specifically in this block.
We did.
And so we bought a property, we fixed it. I mean, we like saw a vision of how this street could look. And now when we ride by the street and we can see, like, wow, it's fixed up. You see the kids playing on the sidewalk that we had called the council people to get them to pour the sidewalk so the kids can ride the bikes on the street. Then you see kids riding on the bike on the street, that you fixed up this house and the next person fixed this house. And y'all, you saw it just kind of kept being able to grow together. It's just an amazing feeling to see that sense of community, and you really believe that you're making a positive impact on the community.
Absolutely.
Well, people need to hear that. The people you work with, they need to hear that. They need to hear that you're excited about it, that you care about it. People want to help you to achieve something, because no matter what role they play, they can understand that they are a part of something bigger than themselves. And so vision allows you to be able to have a purpose-filled walk, and it allows other people to walk that walk with you. Next.
Oh, standards.
Say it like you mean it, Joy.
Standard.
A standard.
You gotta have a standard.
You gotta have a standard.
Yes.
And we could do a whole thing on this.
Oh my goodness.
Matter of fact, we probably will.
Might just do that.
But a standard, the biggest soft skill you can have is making sure people know what's not okay with you.
Exactly.
What is okay with you and what's not okay with you. And anything that you don't speak on is something you accept. That's something you cool with. That's so if you walk by some caulking that's not right, well, then you cool with that. Like, that's okay with you.
That's okay.
If you walk by and something has got a slight drip, but it's not really leaking, it's just like got a little wetness to it, well, that's all right. It's all right with you. What's your standard? Like, when you walk into a space, what is okay with people's language when they're around you? What's not okay? So having a standard is a soft skill in itself. It's being a person who's known for something, being a person who can be expected for something.
Right.
We have a standard for payment.
Oh, yeah.
If you work with John and Joy, you getting paid quick.
Yes.
If nothing else, I want to pay you faster than anybody else.
My goodness.
I want to pay you lightning laser fast.
Okay.
I want you to get that gratification.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't even want you to have to ask me for money. I
No.
want to go over there and pay you.
Right. I don't
It
want you to have
irritates
to
me
worry at all.
when people have to ask me for money. I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, John, you ain't living right. Man, you got to get over there and get people paid.
Right.
You know what I mean? You put checks in people's hands, they be happy to take your calls.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they don't mind when it's not, the standard is not met. You corrected them on it.
Yeah, because it's like people want to feel confident in the people that they working with are going to be consistent people.
Right.
And so when you got standards, you can be viewed, people can have confidence, and then you can be a consistent person. Here's another thing.
Ooh.
Soft skill. Y'all need to screenshot this boy right here.
PhD in dealing with difficult people with strong opinions.
Now let me show y'all something. You think you had difficult people you work with back in the day when you worked at McDonald's and you had that job at Taco Bell, and you said, man, these people are trip. Yeah. And then you worked in this other place and you was like, man, and whatever, and you was that whoop. I guarantee you, the more environments that you get in, the more money people make, and the more the higher people have grown into their professional area.
Right.
The more difficult they become.
Oh my goodness.
And these are people who they got strong thinking, and they've been successful with a level of strong thinking.
Yeah.
And you got to take some strong thinking people, and you got to put these people who got egos, they got expertise, and you got to put them into a room, or you got to bring them together, and you have to help them all to go towards a specific outcome. Wow. These are difficult people. Guess what? You know who I am? I'm pretty much a coachable person. I'm a fairly reasonable person to deal with.
Yeah.
But I'm a difficult individual, because if I'm coming with everything that I am. I'm coming with all my ideas. I'm coming with my high level of energy. I'm coming with a high level of intensity.
Yes.
I'm a very direct person.
Yes.
And I know how to get stuff done. And I like getting stuff done. And I like everybody around me to get stuff done at the same pace I'm getting stuff done.
Yes.
And so if you bring it on people like myself and others, you know, you're going to have to be able to deal with that and still move us all towards your same direction.
Right.
So you have to be able to pivot your communication style. Yeah. Somebody might need a more less aggressive approach. Somebody might need more technical information. They want all the details.
Right.
Somebody else just, don't tell me too much. Hey, just be sure about it. Tell me a few words and I'll go.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, everybody has something they want.
That's right.
Find out the best way to approach each person, the communication style that works best for them, and then give it to them in that way. And guess what? People are going to think about things and act different than you.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Can you deal with it?
Right.
Guess what? I don't know if you noticed or not. Joy be over here looking all sweet and stuff on his camera. I'm telling you, old girl got some difficult, strong opinions about some stuff. And I wish I would just come over here stomping all on that.
It's because I have some standards. Yes.
You got to be able to deal with, and she got to be able to deal with me. And then in the process of us pivoting our communication style and then being able to embrace each other for all the wonderful things, because if you can get in a room with people who are completely different than you and learn how to learn from all these different people, it's going to make your business grow at a very high level. Yes. And guess what? A lot of them might not look like you. They might not have came from the same place you come from.
That's right.
Maybe they don't speak English the same way you speak it with the same tone and dialect. Maybe sometimes difficult people, they may say something that you feel like offends the way that you communicate or the way that you think about things. You got to understand, what are you willing to don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. I think that's the best way to say it. Is sometimes the best information will come from people who have some stuff on them that is not the best.
Yeah, because just because they have some strong opinions about something doesn't mean the information that they're giving can't help your business.
So pray for some discernment and get a PhD in dealing with all kinds of people.
That's right.
All right, next up.
What
to say and what not to say. Yeah, there's some stuff you really shouldn't say.
Like what?
This is business, man. Get out your feelings. Like if you're a feelings person, you're gonna peak in business. And so ultimately, you're going to need to leave your feelings to the side and allow yourself to be in business. And it's okay to be compassionate. It's okay to be empathetic.
Yeah.
But when it comes to feelings, when people get on your nerves and you like getting attitudes and like people can see all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
true.
like, it's not cool. It's off-putting. And so being a person who knows how to shut up, you don't have to tell all your opinions to every single person.
That's true.
I remember me and Joy, one of the best deals we ever got. We were walking through this house and man, this cat was like going through his whole daggone it, high level right wing agenda. And we was like, me and Joy are fairly conservative people, man. We're pretty good with a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, dude was just out there. And I was like, he telling us about black people in general. And I was like, what?
But
we could have been all in our feelings, like, forget you. You know what? Hey, get up out of here. You know, so it's a whoop-de-whoop. And we listened to this little nonsense 50-minute, 15, 20-minute rant. And we was like, yeah, I see it a little bit differently, but I respect it. Sign this sticky contract and we getting up out of here. You know, don't let nobody else mess with your money.
That's right.
And so when it comes to knowing what not to say, there's a time and a place to have those discussions. Stand on your business. Don't fold up on your identity. But you ain't got to get in an argument with every single random person just because they said something you didn't agree with. So just make sure that you're thoughtful about your communication and that the words you say are getting you the results that you want. All right, next up, inclusive leadership. Where my DEI book at?
Come on, oh Lord, where's that? Come on, DEI.
Come on here. Come on here. I sold a lot of copies of this book. You see this? It's called DEI Conversations Made Easy. If you ain't got it, you should have it. It's a phenomenal book. It's 3 easy steps for breakthrough diversity, equity, inclusion conversations with anybody, anywhere, at any time. Find me on Amazon, son. We got them stars on this book, son.
Right.
But I'm telling you something about this book. It's a good book, but what it really hits on is inclusive leadership. Is how can you make sure that you're getting everybody's thoughts into the room, making sure that people are not being overlooked, making sure that the differences are being celebrated and not put to the side. Now, right now, there's some stigma around certain terms. Maybe I'll rename the book and then sell it to you again. But I'm telling you right now, at the end of the day, this is really critical information. And you need to make sure that you are inclusive leadership, because a lot of times you're dealing with people from different cultures and different backgrounds. And if you don't understand their culture and background, they're not going to give you the results you're looking for.
That's so true.
Or you're going to say something that's going to be off-putting to them. You're going to end up paying more money, getting lesser work. You're going to end up missing out on opportunities because we don't know how to deal with people. And so we have to learn the right way to deal with people that have different genders, different gender identities, different cultural nationalities, ethnicities. And if you don't, especially in this business and real estate, which is a very diverse business, you're going to be jacked up. So shout out to DEI Conversations Made Easy and all those who are leveraging that for success in your business. And all of my consulting clients, God bless y'all. We will read through that book together as well. Next up, negotiations.
Oh man, negotiations are critical in this business.
Negotiations. Let me show you. When does negotiating start?
At hello.
It started even sometimes before hello. Your brand is a negotiation.
Come on.
Like literally your representation is a negotiation. But the second you talking, it's a negotiation. Every conversation is a negotiation. It's an exchange of information. And we're exchanging information with the purpose of influencing each other in something in some sort of way.
Absolutely.
Is it going to go the way that you predetermined, or is it going to go the way that somebody else wants it to go? And so I have a predetermined outcome and a thought on a lot of different stuff. And so being thoughtful about the words that you use to be able to get you to the outcomes that are going to be favorable for you and really creating win-win scenarios for people is the big thing. You want people to win.
You do.
And the only way to be able to be a good negotiator is to help people to get the thing that they want the most.
That's right.
And so if you can lock in on that, know that the second that you posture yourself, I'm new, I don't know much about this. Can you give me a price?
I'm gonna tell you, that's one where I can't even recall that John has ever used when
Man,
in negotiation.
okay, just take the
It's-
word "I'm new" out of your mouth. All right, look, never say these words. Okay, I'm new.
Mm,
I don't care if you're talking to a realtor, an attorney. I'm new. Yeah, you got to let your guard down. Yeah, you need to be real with people about your situation, but you're not stinking new. You have some experience.
mhm.
Have you rented a house and filled out a lease before?
Right.
Every single person I know is in real estate.
Yeah.
It's just maybe you paying somebody else's mortgage right now,
Mhm.
but then you maybe you on the
Right.
other end of the check, but you in real estate.
Right.
Well, I have some now. I have a working knowledge of this, and this is my vision for the future.
Right.
So now I've already established myself as
Mhm.
this is what I'm wanting to accomplish. This is where I'm at, and this is what we're doing.
Exactly.
And so I'm not new. I
Mhm.
have some experience,
Yes.
and I don't need to leverage that as part of the conversation.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is use the words that are going to benefit you and not the words that are not going to benefit you. These are soft
Right.
skills, man. We
Yeah.
helping somebody. We can do a
Okay,
whole
come on,
session on
y'all.
it.
Oh, how
Clear
about
strategy.
clear strategy?
Oh, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
Clear. Know what you want. Know
Clear.
how you want something done, and be able to tell somebody so they can understand it, so they can see it as well.
Right. This is good. This
Yeah.
is a clear strategy. There's nothing better than having a clear strategy.
Oh yeah.
Like when you are clear about where you're going, the people who are working with you will be able to execute along with
Mhm.
that. Like when you get vision, now your job is now, okay, guys, give me a vision on where we need to grow to. Like, and as we're growing
Mhm.
and doing the things we need to do, my job is to be able to articulate what
Yes.
the vision is to other people. How does that play out? And being able to be as clear as possible about what different people's role is
Yeah.
inside of the vision. And if you can be very crystal clear with how people are fitting in, the
Yeah.
things that they're going to do that's going to support that,
Mhm.
then you're going to be able to achieve some great results.
For sure.
Oh man, we cooking good now. We cooking good, Joy.
Oh,
Shut up, soft skills.
being
This is some master builder stuff.
optimistic and positive.
Being optimistic and positive. If you are not part of Master Builders Academy, you are missing
Yes.
out.
Come on.
So we got our Master Builders calls every single week at 9 p.m. So we're about to be getting off
On
this call
Wednesday.
soon. But one of the core values is being optimistic and positive.
Yes.
If you can be optimistic and positive, that
Mhm.
means that when people come around you, that their spirits are lifted up,
Yes.
their energy is increased
Yes.
because they see the good things. They're focusing on the
Mhm.
positive side, not all the
Yes.
stuff that's going wrong, all the stuff that could go wrong,
Right.
all the potential failures. Yeah, you got to have some risk
Mhm.
management, but it sucks being around negative people all the time. Nobody likes that.
And then I'm telling you, like when you have your contracts thing, don't go in just slashing
Ripping
and
'em.
come ripping everything.
You just ripping them.
But Mike man, like, boy, you know what? You got them corners good, this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But here next time, can we use a different ground? I mean,
Right.
but it's
Maybe-
them
All of that. All of that.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about me and Joy, we lead a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
And we like to celebrate people. The best
Mhm.
way, and this is recognition. It becomes
Yes.
because when you look at stuff, you're so excited and positive about
Mhm.
what's going on. It doesn't mean you don't say the stuff that's not great.
Right.
It just means that you spend more time focusing on the stuff that is great. If 9 out of
Sure.
10 things are great, then 9 out of 10 of the things that you say need to be great
That's right.
things. We
Yeah.
are so excited. And I'm telling you right now, if you are a person, and this is the last one we're going to hit y'all with, this is very important. Recognition. You got to say thank you, man. You got to
Mhm.
recognize people. You got to have genuine ways. I dare you to take 30 good seconds
Oh man.
and spend a full 30 seconds telling somebody all the reasons why you appreciate them.
Yeah.
It will change something in them.
It will.
Matter of fact, somebody did that to me today.
Yeah.
And literally, unexpectedly, just for 30 seconds,
Mhm.
shared, this is why I appreciate you for these different reasons.
Yeah.
Man, he filled my cup right up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, what the heck on it? And I was feeling real good about that.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference. You don't know. You don't know how good it feels when
Mhm.
somebody just stops and shares some appreciation
Right.
and tells you why they appreciate it. And we call it 1 minute praise.
Mhm.
It's just take a second and give somebody and just celebrate them for 1 good minute,
Oh, yeah.
and it'll change everything in the nature of that relationship. So these
Yeah.
are some soft skills that are going to help you in business, but specifically in real estate
Mhm.
investing. If you want to take your real estate investing journey to the next level,
Yeah.
become a part of CREA. And Master Builders Academy, we got a CREA session. That's Kentuckiana Real Estate Investors Association for those who are local, or your local REIA group, Real Estate Investors Association. You can become part of Master Builders Academy, which we highly recommend those. But also some people want to move a little bit faster. They want to do some advanced, not like moves. They want to just, they want some more hands-on guidance and a guide. Well, we'd be glad to be that guy. You text us at 502-632-3005. There's a lot of way to win, and we want to see you winning in this game.
Absolutely.
And as always, you got to understand
what's
that the best way to win is to win
together.
Because it's always so much better together. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Bye.
And we'll see y'all next time.